Scorpio, hello, welcome to your weekly intuitive reading. I hope that you are doing well. We are ascending, I suppose you could say, as souls ascending into new energy every single day. And boy, oh boy, does the universe have some powerful, intense energy coming this way as I speak. The solar activity has been, steady and planetary activity very steady as well. I'm not going to get too much into all of the energy because I want to just really feel what's going to come out in the cards this week. I did do some collective readings and energy updates. If you want to check out that, check into the channel and take a peek. I also did a live reading, but I did do an energy update that pretty much spelled out a lot of the transits that we're interacting with. So this is a message for sun, moon, or rising in the sign of Scorpio. Keep in mind, these are general messages, so take what resonates for you, leave the rest. Try not to build a story if it's not resonating for you. Check with your moon sign, your rising sign, or any of the other zodiacs that may stand out and speak to you. So we're going to get started with an astrology card just to get an overall view as to what the energy charge is behind this reading for Scorpio. What do we got? Oh my, okay. Let's get them. So Scorpio, we have yin, which is feminine energy. This speaks of your intuition, trust, patience, spirituality, and receptivity. That correlates with, again, the energy update that I did a few days ago. So if you want to check that out, about the feminine and masculine energies and how we're doing this energetic dance that actually is like the infinity symbol. The 12th house. This is the house of spirituality, transcendence, karma, sacrificial service, and healing. Wow, this is such a Scorpio right here. What's the Mars? So Mars is the co-ruler of your sign, Scorpio, which is moving forward. This is the actions that we take. Mars can also be defensive. So it is defend self, it says here. So very interesting energy. Let's just peek at the bottom. 4th house is linked to your culture, your roots, your family, home, peace, and comfort. All right, Scorpio, let's get into it. All right, well, I'm being guided to pull a moon card for you as well. I feel like you are coming into more receptivity with your spirituality, trusting the flow of life, trusting and being patient, being receptive. That is how we are designed to actually co-create and live through life with our energy. We start internal with the feminine energy, our imagination, our emotional, our intuitive, imagination, and connecting to spirit. Then, while we're feeling our way through life, spirit, source, universe, God, whatever words you want to put to the energy of all creation, and gives us intuitive hits as the divinely inspired action to take, which takes us into our masculine energy then. The actions that we take, the things that we do that are inspired by the feminine energy. It brings this infinity symbol to the 0 point in between masculine, feminine is unity, is stillness, 0 point balance. Okay. Somebody needs to hear that. So what else do we have for Scorpio? Whew. I'll tell you. We have 3 here too. Bottom of the deck, what do you need to release? So we're still releasing old patterns, old beliefs, old karma. Have faith in your dreams, Scorpio. Trust. There's that yin. Trust. Be patient. Be receptive. You are being guided into a very amazing place. So trust it. Your commitment is being tested. This is karma. This is also, we're going to have different energies that come in from the universe. And I call them, the cosmic jokesters or whatnot. But they don't always feel like tricksters or jokesters. Sometimes it just feels mean. But we are being tested on our commitment to staying connected to the spiritual realms. It's a lot harder than what it sounds like. It truly is. To have your feet on the ground, but also connected to the stars, to the source of all. It requires being grounded. It requires having a sacred space and just a commitment in general to walking the path of the spiritual, the soul. And you are good enough. You are good enough with this Mars energy. Whatever it is that you are desiring to move forward in, there may be some doubts, some self-doubt that comes up, creeps up. This is what you probably need to release, Scorpio. Connect to your heart chakra, you are definitely being guided. I feel this guidance. It feels amazing. So stay on this path, okay? All right. There are times where we will be, the commitment being tested can come from, if you have a job, it can come from your boss, it can come from your parents, it will come from any kind of outside authority that's going to test you and make you think that you're crazy for following a spiritual path, following your intuition, being receptive, flowing like water with life and the energies. Don't fall for it. Your commitments are being tested. Okay. I might have to turn my air conditioning back on, Scorpio. I just got a hot flash from your reading. Whew. Have faith in your dreams. Okay. We have grief. We have empathy. And we have adversity. And at the bottom, we have friendship. Definitely friends, like this is our relationships. There's an important friendship in your life that is also a mirror. It can also be an aspect of your shadow at times. It is important to understand why people are in our life for a very specific reason. There's something so have faith in your dreams. There's something that you have either lost, and it could be a relationship, given away or has been taken from you that has caused this deep-seated grief. You've been carrying this around with you a good portion of your life. I'll give you an example of what I've learned about myself. My father and I, at a very young age, were very, very connected. And then by age 9 or 10, my parents divorced, and my father left the home and went on his journey of spiraling downward in life, and I lost that connection. So every time I have built a connection to a man, I didn't realize this at my younger years, but they always mirrored that aspect of my father and what had been lost, what I felt like I had lost, that relationship that I deeply needed as a child, to have that male protector, the guidance in life. So that grief had been carried with me for a very long time until I recognized it finally. I woke up and recognized it. And so that's what this card is telling me. This grief, I understand that losing something is an opportunity to deeply appreciate it and understand that just because that need had not been met does not mean that you can't meet that need yourself. And when you do, you attract others into your life that also reflect and meet those needs for you. So have faith in your dreams, okay? Empathy, I am open to seeing both sides of a situation. So as your commitment's being tested, this is in the 12th house of mysteries, spirituality, transcendence, karma, and sacrificial services. So yeah, you might be starting to recognize, I'm really giving way too much of myself away to other people. This could be codependent patterns. You know, we want to be able to give of service to ourselves, but how do we know healthy boundaries, right? So then we can build this anger and resentment up when we realize that we're being taken advantage of. Try to reel it back in. Have empathy. Though they do not know what they do, Scorpio. So hold love and compassion in your heart for others who just really desire your energy. And this is why they're always trying to take from you, and you give and give and give and give. But now with this awareness, you can give when you feel like you're overflowing. Your cup's overflowing, I can give you some. But when your cup is not overflowing, when you're actually in need, don't give, but don't judge. Have compassion, empathy for others. Adversity. I accept that challenges are the best way to learn. Mars energy. You may have found yourself blocked, or blocked would be probably the best word. When you're trying to move forward, something always comes in and puts a stop, or brings adversity in the midst of your path. It's trying to show you something, Scorpio. You may not have had the best self-esteem about yourself when it comes to something that you are trying. Maybe you're trying to create something new that you want to present to the world, or start something new, and just kind of not feeling a little self-conscious about it. You are good enough. Adversity. Accept that challenges are the best way to learn. So let's get into some tarot. Oh, okay. These relationships, friendships will also highlight our patterns of codependency, our patterns of manipulation, our patterns that we need to release, because we're on a spiritual path now and nothing is hidden. Everything is in plain sight, and I think that you can see that clearly in others, while others can see that clearly in you as well. Now, depending on how tapped in they are to their intuition, but we still, humans, we feel. Even if we're not picking up everything, we still feel, you know? You can feel when someone's not really into something. You can feel when someone is putting on an act and hi, but inside they're just like, you know. We have spiritual strength, conflict and defeat, fulfillment of wishes. Yes. So Spirit's been working with you to help you fulfill your wishes. Your wishes will be fulfilled. It's just that there have been some skipped steps in your path, in your journey. These are experiences, most likely with relationships, and relationships to you, that you have skirted over, brushed under the rug, or just moved on from and didn't learn anything. Well, they come back around, and so when they do, we do have to kind of descend into the basement of our own inner psyche, where there is some light there that's like, you forgot about this aspect of yourself. Have compassion of yourself. This has everything to do with you manifesting and fulfilling all of your wishes. They will be fulfilled. Understand that we've got to work for them, meaning we've got to strip away all of the old, all of what we can't bring with us forward. These are patterns and habits, and even this grief. And carrying that sadness and grief, that deep-seated, and it may be so unconscious, it doesn't come to the light of consciousness until it's deeply triggered in you. So again, understand why certain people are in your life that may be designed, and they're not intending to trigger you, but they are blueprinted and designed to trigger these deep-seated things in you to come to the light of consciousness, so you can release them. Boy, this is a big message, Scorpio. Whew. People have been acting a fool from time to time, and you're like, why? 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 This is why. They don't know what they do, Scorpio. They really don't. And even if they do, they really don't know exactly how deep they're going with you, okay? Everybody's on their own journey. Rejoice in celebration and emotional loss. So I feel like you've gone through something where maybe you feel like you've lost someone that you really, truly, and this could be a friend, I'm getting with friendship, celebrated life with. And their journey took a big U-turn around to somewhere else. And you're like, I can't even relate to them right now. And it feels like such a loss. But be open to seeing both sides of a situation. Your commitment's being tested. This is a spiritual and karmic cycle for both of you. Deeply. And it does hurt. It's sad when we suddenly lose connection to somebody that we had so much, there was so much potential, right? And there were a lot of amazing things shared. But, and it's not to say that they're not going to come back around and share more of that with you. It's just to say that they've got their own karmic lessons to go through and you're not involved in them, and vice versa. So let's just give that time. Stand your ground. There are challenges. I feel like you have, okay, yes, shadow. Doing the shadow work. This week is all about the shadow again. Because, again, we've got to release these things, these beliefs, these thought forms, these patterns, these habits that are not in your best interest anymore. They are not helping you manifest and fulfill your wishes. They're keeping you stuck in this loss and grief, adversity. Through adversity, stand your ground, meaning you're being tested. Don't play the game that is trying to be projected onto you. Just know, there's something funny going on here, and I'm just not going to bite. I'm not going to bite. Send them love and be on your way. Because if you engage, you're going to activate both their shadow and your shadow. It'll be victory and success if you take this advice, Scorpio. Anything else for Scorpio? And I know, Scorpio, you're like, well, when is the shadow done? I just want to connect with somebody. Like, well, Spirit's like, stay connected to me right now. It's important that you stay grounded and connected to Spirit, to Source energy. You're going through, this is your card, Scorpio, a major transformation. Ending of the old version of you and birth of a new. And there you have it. There's your stability, your security, this could be part of your wishes that you want to fulfill. Maybe financial security or just wholeness within yourself. Feeling very grounded and like, I can take care of myself. I got this. I don't need a partner at this moment. I've got this on my own. Spirit and we're a team, right? Don't try to look too far ahead in the future either. Stay very present and stay very grounded. These are unprecedented times, I'm telling you. And Scorpio, the South Node in your sign still only until July 17th. And then it will be shifting the Hierophant in reverse. Okay, so you have fallen for some adversity in the past. Okay. This really, these tests, spiritual tests, really did a number on you in the past and brought out a lot of what you have lost, that mirror of what you've given away or lost. You may not fully get full big picture of it all yet. The pieces of the puzzle may not have fully come together yet when it comes to transcendence, when it comes to completing a karmic cycle of some sort. But understand that, like, whatever's happening now, if something or someone is coming towards you and it feels like thick or like a lot of anxiety or something, it is a test. So just breathe through it, and you do not need to engage right now. You truly do not. There's a lot to be learned here. But the Hierophant in reverse also speaks of your beliefs. What is it that you truly believe about this situation? This is spiritual. This is a spiritual journey. Again, remember. So it's about shifting your perspective. It's about shifting your perspective through the adversity, moving to higher ground, not getting engaged and getting sucked back into the devil energy. I know it's confusing. It's emotionally, you don't know. Like, but I love and care about them, and they're like asking me for my help. But is it something that they really can just help themselves with? Most likely, yeah. Rise above it. Rise above it right now. Don't fall for the games, Scorpio. You've done this before. You know what choice to make. When you elevate yourself to higher ground, you can see things from a bird's eye view, and you're a lot more, you're still and you're calm and you're connected to spirit. That is where you're in your power. That is where you can give your emotional support, your love, your compassion. Okay. Because in the past it's a heavy load to carry, especially on your own. It's not even your load to carry, Scorpio. It is the other person's. So let's get your advice here. What are we going to read from for Scorpio? Calling me to this Starseed Oracle. If you're liking this video, Scorpio, please don't forget to click that thumbs up like button for me, please. That truly helps with the algorithms in YouTube. And if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. And also, I am open again for personal one-on-one readings. If you're interested in booking a personal reading with me, they are on sale, and you can book that through my website, which is BeTheChange333.com. That information is in the description box below this video. Let's see what your advice is, Scorpio. You know, another indicator of like when not to engage is when things just seem so freaking ridiculous and like contradicting that it's like, no, this is definitely a test. You know, you can just tell. Earth pulsing, pulse of the mother, slow down, time in nature. This is definitely a slow down period for us all. Cancer season. It's time to really get in touch with the nature of yourself, your nature, with nature. Okay. Because when the light, the frequency, the light comes in as strongly as it is, you know what else it brings up? The darkness, just as equally strong. And so we are reverberating energies back and forth and back and forth. The more of us who can come to a still point, a grounded still point, the better. Will help with that frequency, because it is just very intense right now for everybody. So earth pulsing, perfect analogy for, because a lot of us can feel the earth pulsing. A mysterious pulse is woven through all of life. The planet itself has a rhythm. You can see it in the seasons and the tides. In our world of artificial lighting, long working hours, and modern conveniences, it's easy for us to feel stuck and off kilter. It's time to reconnect with nature and surrender to the pulse of the earth. Earth pulsing is my favorite tool for surrendering to the rhythmic pulse of the mother and the entire universe. Today, many of us are disconnected from the land beneath us. Somewhere along the way, a severing happened, a moment when it became too painful to stay connected. We feel unsupported and as if we don't belong. We look to other people and the external world to fill the void of the connection, holding, and belonging once given to us by the earth. Taking, clutching, conquering, longing for others to receive us fully as the mother once did, forgetting that she's still here, waiting for us to remember and activate the part of her, the part of us that longs to receive her embrace. When you consciously connect with the earth, a veil is lifted and she opens up and receives you more fully. You're able to drink from her sweet waters and release what no longer serves you. Stagnant energy falls away and you become connected to all things on the planet. So slow down, Scorpio, and connect to the earth, to connect to nature as much as you can. Take that time and feel that pulse. This will be extremely helpful. That is your advice, and this is your reading for this week. I hope that this was helpful for you. I'm sending you out so much love. Take care. Bye.